Just love that song. Welcome, folks. We're just going to kind of let it play out in the end here. Welcome to Flying with Mike. Take two, he says. Yeah, wasn't that fun? Just about ready to get us into the queue for a VATSIM, and boom, the power goes out here. Wow, gotta love it. And of course, what, 2, 3 hours later, folks? Oh, of course Europe lit up. It's Friday. Hello, it's Friday. You ought to have a smile on your face. For those of you who get to enjoy a weekend, I get it. But it's Friday, but that also allowed everyone in Europe to wake up and go fly. Cool. So, but anyway, right now, I think I'm going to stay offline. There's a better than even chance I won't even be able to stay online. Frame rates are hovering in the 30s. Fingers crossed, somebody asking for some information is way in the know for ZIBO at least. And I might have some improvements. I don't know. We'll see. But then again, he may come back and say, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, par for the course. So, but anyway, sitting in front of you folks, today's animal for 2 flights. Or at least we hope 2 flights. Who knows? Maybe we'll go a little longer. We are flying the Pan Am Clipper flights here in Europe. We are coming out of Hamburg, EDDH, headed for Amsterdam over in the Netherlands. EHAM is how you find it. Right now, they're very busy. I really don't want to shoot full procedures for this runway. I really don't. And I just really don't. So I'm going to stay offline to prevent having to fly full procedures. I will show it to you so you understand the reasoning. Not that I can't fly it, folks. Oh, I could fly it. That's not the issue. It's a lot of issues. I'll just give you a couple right now, and then we'll get in here and get this plane going. Currently in Amsterdam. Cool. Center's up. Approach is up. 5 people waiting to depart. 2 just landed. Excuse me. 1 or 2 on approach for 1-2. So that's my biggest concern. Oh, number 5 just either departed or decided to give it up, which could be a big possibility. And again, that again is not why I'm not flying. I truly think and with the weather as it is, a little bit on the frightful side, not really sure. Here, let's go back through this flight one more time. Those of you that were here a couple hours earlier, you already kind of know. The weather here in Hamburg is, well, wet runway. Weather over in Amsterdam, hang on. Turn that off, please. Wet runway. However, our next flight will be Amsterdam over to London. The weather, rain-wise, appears to diminish quite a bit. So there's a possibility there of us flying to London Heathrow for the second half. We'll see. It's kind of going to help me gauge where we stand with regard to cross the pond. Right now, folks, I'm going to be totally honest with you. There's probably a better than 70% chance we're not flying across the pond because of frame rate issues. I don't want to deal with that going across the pond, let alone dealing it in landings and takeoffs and all of that. If frame rates are an issue for you folks, either lower them way down, which sucks, I know, and I could do that, or suck it up like I am and not fly it, or thirdly, get a new computer between now and then. No, just kidding, folks. That is an option. But anyway, so the weather is right now one of the biggest factors because I know I'm not. Once we get out of Hamburg, we should be fine with FATSIM, but it's when we approach the weather, the traffic, the more robust scenery that will probably bring frame rates back into a challenge. So that's why we're going to stay offline. Not because I don't want to talk to you lovely people out there. I love talking here in Europe. They're actually been pretty good here again of late. We went through a spell where they were kind of nasty, and it was just not fun sometimes to fly in their airspaces. So I just chose when I flew over here to fly either offline or on POSCON. I have not flown POSCON in quite a long time, folks, so don't even know if it's really even still out there. But anyway, let's get back. You guys have been looking at this green blob for quite a while. You can see this is the cause. Let me kind of scoot out and you'll see how Amsterdam's still blobbed. So probably a good idea that we do stay online here. Oh, sorry about that. I should have known that was going to happen. So for today, we are flying technically a 737-800, but it looks like an 800. Thank you, Spaceman, for allowing me to at least use this aircraft. Now, I have taken in Pan Am operational, I don't even know what my title really is, hub manager? I don't know. But anyway, I've taken a little bit of liberty, put a couple more 727s into our route that, according to 1985, they weren't. Because I was kind of really taken aback because I've got a lot of pictures of Frankfurt, Berlin, and a couple of other airports in Europe with 727s. Now, what those pictures don't say is what year. So there lies part of the problem. So I took liberties because there are some 727 routes still in Europe by 1985 from Heathrow to Berlin. Part of me wants to put them into Frankfurt, but not yet. But I think I've got them all the way over to Berlin and back, plus the ones that are there from London up towards Scotland. And oh, I can't think of the town we went to, but there are a couple routes. But that's part of the demise of Pan Am, is that they did not bolster a good, I know it's hard to say the word in Europe, domestic flight schedule. They had airlines doing it for them, but they just didn't bolster it. So, and that I think is one of the big causes, aside from deregulation. Deregulation killed a lot of airlines, folks, and it did through the turn of the century. TWA, one of the last holdouts, but Continental, Northwest, and what was the other one I was thinking? There was another one. But anyway, they kind of made it past, but that's about, they only got a couple years in. So, all right, we're not here for history lessons. We're out of school. I get it. We're not at work. We don't want to hear stuff like that. We just want to enjoy. So let's do that. 126 people on board, 3,800 pounds of cargo. This aircraft is loaded with 13,210 pounds of fuel. I don't think it is, actually. But anyway, we'll go through that in a second. We are going to fly 28,000 feet. We definitely aren't in long range. Don't worry about that. and we'll brief this better. Weather, however, is not changing. Hamburg is using 2-3s. Great, makes it easier to get to where we're going. When we pass 2,000 feet, get on Bremen radar, or radar. Transition 7,000 feet. I think I got to go in and change that. Winds, rain, few clouds at 600, broken 1,200. There's your ceiling, folks. 1,200 feet above the ground. Overcast 1,700 to add to it, basically. Numerous birds. I hope we see them. And if we do get to talk to somebody, which I doubt, Charlie. Over there, across the way in Amsterdam, Schiphol is reporting. Oh, now they're using. What the heck are they doing? Besides making my day. Hang on, let me take a look here. Things change on a dime like Alaska. 3-2 at 17. Why am I not seeing 2-7 in this? Runway 6 ILS approach. Hang on, I'm looking. I know that's a big one they like to use, that mostly. I don't get this. They do. I don't. We're not on. So this really, the big thing I'm going to take away though is 4,500 feet. The winds, they really need to pull their out of their because folks, with winds at that, they should be nowhere near runway 6. 2736 should be the runways in use. My goodness, holy mackerel. Most aircraft can't even accept a runway 6 with that tailwind slash crosswind. Holy mackerel. Oh well, you know, welcome to VATSIM, folks. And I truly can't believe the real airport is operating like that. So, but who knows? I am just a pilot. All right. So we're not going to worry about it because we're not coming online. All right, let's get rid of it and let's get in the cockpit, get this bird ready to go. We do have it still configured for night. We do have the EPU on. Today's flight, we are about to start accepting passengers, 126 people, 1,032 pounds. They pulled some, 10,565 pounds of fuel, 0 fuel weight you can read there. Okay, now, this is a neat thing with ZIBO. It's free. First off, the aircraft's free for the price of admission to X-Plane. Great. I mean, folks, if you're a PMDG pilot like I was in FSX, I did not go to the new one, so I was FSX. I'm here to tell you, folks, this is better than anything so far I've seen from PMDG. And it's free. You just have to get X-Plane. All right, now, what this does, let me show you. All right, so it's already loaded up our cargo and our fuel. We didn't touch a thing, folks. It did that all for us. There were some little things that happened on the ground, but more to the point, here's what's about to happen. I'm going to turn the switch to auto. We're going to go ahead and start boarding, and yes, my boss is telling me, why am I late? It's raining. And yes, we do have it set for the actual time here, folks. Departure here is 7:25. It's 7:26 on the sim clock. So yeah, we're gonna be slightly late. All right, so let's get down here. He says cautiously. There we go. All right, so we were in the process with the music running of getting the performance in. So here you have it, folks. 28,000. Here's the rest of our initial. Then we go to N1. Now for N1, I'm bringing Sim Toolkit back. It's the easiest animal to describe this, how to use and what to do here. So with Sim Toolkit, um, hang on. I turned the volumes down and always forget to turn them back up. I kind of doubt that. Let me check. We're only at 14%. Um, all right, so let's go to Sim Toolkit. I've added these down below. Go to Sim Brief. We all know that's free. Go to View Flight Plan. Now, I have updated this so that we're in the 737-800. Click Takeoff Performance. Populate weather just in case it's changed, and calculate. That's all you got to do, folks. However, I know there's some out there, and we showed it yesterday with Tolis, where you're able to see the runway over here and how much of it you're going to need and this and that to decide is that good or not. So you can still use this. You just got to fill in all of this. That's the catch. All right, so today we're going to fly flaps 5, takeoff 2, 50 degrees select, 144, 148, 154. I'm going to tell you right now, when we get done, those speeds will not be what we encounter. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to help myself here a little bit. Hang on, click there. Update, calculate. All right. Okay, so first thing is we need to go to takeoff D rate 2. Boom. 50 for our select. And then just wait. It'll activate takeoff 2, select what's our best climb. I usually go with it. And it's, there we go. Now go to takeoff. Click your CG, then go to page 2. I know people are going, there's a page 2? Yeah, believe it or not, there is. 220 at 15 up here. 220 at, or diagonal, 15. Runway slope you can get right from Sim Toolkit. Close. Back that off. Just go to the flight log and up, or I'm sorry, down 0.1. Let me kind of show that real quick. I know a lot of people are like, you really can? Yeah, here's Sim Toolkit, flight plans in. This doesn't matter what your airplane is, folks. This is the actual airport. So just here's what I did. Okay, so you're on your flight summary. Come down to full flight log. Oh, by the way, there's no charges here, folks, at Sim Toolkit. Enjoy your Volanta and paying for it. 53 feet above sea level. Keep coming. Here's your slope minus, which will be down 0.1. Now, that's, you know, if you want to do the rounding game when it gets up to 5 and above, that's up to you. But for this, 0.1 down. I actually got into a little discussion with someone who really thought I was full of it, and he didn't realize how true it is. You pay for Volanta now. That's why I left it. $228. And this has more tools than Volanta does. More usable, no, more intuitive and knowledgeable tools. There's what I'll use. we'll see at the end. All right, so 18.5, we said flaps 5. Now, for our speeds, now mind you, we're first off on a 10,600 foot runway. So V1 isn't going to really be stretched apart. Now, if this was a 6,000 foot runway, there would be a distance between here and here. Hang on, let me, first off, next page. It helps to also say it's wet. There we go. So now you can see there is a difference. Okay. However, over here, it's a 4 knot difference. We'll go with that, 144. And they bring the numbers up. And it tells you why, for an improved climb limit. 148. So I just put them in here, folks. Click, thank you, and 154. Click. And that's what we're gonna run with. Now, I'm gonna click QRH off, and they go away. We're ready to go, folks. Real quick, run through this here. Yaw dampers, minimums. Okay, minimums for this is gonna be 400. I don't know if those passengers are on yet. Okay. And barometric pressure, first off, switch it over to HEPA, is, we just did it, 991. And if you haven't noticed, it's doing it on the other side as well. Okay, speed, 164. I do V2 plus 10 for my safety over 50 feet. Runway heading we established as 228. And we're going to 28,000. Normally you would set whatever you're cleared to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is now closed. Flight attendants report your doors for departure. Cross check for your price tab. Stand by for all call.
Now the door's closing.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right, will do, thank you. And coming right on down, fuel flow, reset, and all right, a little lower. Okay, first off, gear lever still down, 3 green if you ever want to see it. Down here, spoilers down, flaps up and up. Okay, agreed. Parking brake set, fuel levers are cut off, and I think we got our lights turned on here, maybe not. Let me brighten it up a little. There we go. All right, we're ready to go, folks. Let's call better pushback. I may have to update this.
On to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. On to cockpit. Code driving up.
All right, we are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and kick the beacons on. Jetway's away. And we're ready to go. Yaw dampers and passengers are all boarded. On. We will be running with some engine. ice and all today.
Some doors are still open or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
That I don't like with better pushback now. Used to clear this. But they changed.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And again, a nice look for the plane here. Chocks are cleared. Here we go.
Each cabin exit door and some exits
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
except those over the wings may also be used as ramps. This aircraft has escape path lighting in the eye, red lights, or an exit sign. All carry-on bags behind and quickly proceed to the nearest exit.
If the aircraft cabin loses pressure, the panel above your seat.
We'll let them do their demo and then we'll get ourselves underway. So folks, I hope you really are having a great day. Welcome in. It is September, so if you're looking to help this stream out or any stream you really like, this is the month to do it, folks. You only have until next Monday, Tuesday, 1 October, and then it's over. What you get here are a couple of things, folks. First, you get really good discounts on your subbing. For 1 month, you get 25% off. For 3 months, you get 25% off. If you go 6 months, which by the way, folks, means only 6 months to the next September, 30% off. Not bad. And if you like going through the loot cave, you can get 20% off there using the code up there. Folks, this is a great time. We would love your business. And I really want to thank those who have stepped up. Folks, this includes gifting. This includes any and all kinds of subbing. Even if you've already subbed, you want to up your months or go to Tier 2, Tier 3, I've heard. Tier 2 and Tier 3 are 30% off. So, folks, a great month, only a couple days left. So, take advantage of it. Here at Flying with Mike, we're working on on getting a channel on Discord for subs to be on voice. We're trying to work on better emotes and try to increase, because we're also about to go ahead and accept the invitation for monetization over on our YouTube channel. And I want to make sure the two parallel each other. So when we go to a monetized YouTube channel, we'll have the ability for you to become members there, which is exactly like subbing here. So we'll have that option. And we're trying to make sure it's perfectly the same. Twitch got us to this point, so I'm not leaving Twitch, folks. But I want to start looking into dual streaming. The aforementioned in the beginning frame rate issues make it very sketchy if I'm going to be able to. So, but if I can figure out how to run the stream on, or not the stream, the flight sim on the current computer we're watching it, take OBS and the stream software to another computer and run the stream off that, maybe that'll improve our frame rates. Big problem, I don't know how to do that. You thought it was I need money. That could be too. But no, I just don't know how to do that. And it seems simple in my mind, but I know it's not. Just hook a cable between one and the other. It's got to go through something. I know that. So, but anyway, thank you so much for your support. And just know we take all the incoming money we make on the stream, be it from subs, be it from biddies, be it from donos, and funnel it right back to the stream. Not into my hip pocket, into the stream. And the need I have, oh yeah, I could use this extra cash being out of work. But right now, we're fine. We're putting it to the stream. So if I do need to spend something on that hardware, whatever it is, I can. Or some of the other neat goodies that have come out, like the MD-11 passenger, or other things coming down the pike that I might be interested in. And if I'm interested in it, I'm pretty sure you guys will be, and gals, will be interested in it as well. So with that, we're getting ready to come out of a commercial break. I'm going to get ready to make the announcement to welcome our passengers aboard. And we're going to get this flight underway. Hopefully we can make up the 20 minutes or so en route. There's no traffic, so we should be able to. All right, so let's pop back to us. Oh, well, wait. Let's go over here. He says cautiously.
Ladies and gentlemen, front flight deck, we'd like to add our welcome board. Anticipate possibly some light bumps or some choppy air as we climb out. As a precaution, keep our flight attendants seated for a few minutes. Make sure we know, what that ride's going to be like before they get up. Also appreciate it if everyone would remain in their seats during that time. Thanks for being with us today.
All right, folks, here we go. Okay, let me do one thing over here. There's our frame rates right now. They're not too bad. Now, mind you, hang on. Hang on. Let's see if it'll. All right, we'll have to use that. That'll work. All right. So there's the airport folks up here, and I like to run with that. All right, so hopefully we can figure out how to bump this up. So let's go. Here we go. And traffic-wise, well, Europe is now slowly beginning to get to the end of their days, but we're going to at least get going. All right, here we go. Pushback, we need to go face us north, please.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Okay, to start up the 737, folks, turn the packs off. And then come back up here. We're going to be a rebel. We're going to start number 1 first. But again, welcome aboard. Thank you, folks. And again, my apology. Well, not much I can apologize for. The power went out. So when the power goes out, the stream goes out. Ugh. All right, we got engine number 1 pretty well spooled up. Going for engine 2.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, we're watching here. We'll stabilize in a moment and then we'll start our taxi. Now my goal, reason I parked us here in between the lines, I thought I saw like 3 separate lanes here. Also, make sure you turn your fuel pumps on. Not that ZIBO will get you into trouble. Other aircraft will. So, just be mindful. Alright, so we're on the gens. Let's get up here, get the hydraulics going.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. I'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And thanks for the pushback. We sure appreciate it. Better pushback. We'll see you next time. And by the way, folks, it is a free product. And them on, that's on. Okay. Off. All right, coming down the line, probe heat, anti-ice. We are going to run at least engines. Setting flaps 5, engine starts to continues. Auto brakes to reject, and even though we're not running on it, we'll set that up. And I think we'll do our final checks. Status. All right, first thing. Just check our surfaces. Now with my SATEC system, I don't know if those of you out there with the X52 Pro like I do, I find that if I go through this before we get airborne, when I get to that first turn or the first time, because sometimes you'll hit your autopilot because you got a nice straight climb out, kind of like we got today. But anyway, I'll go and you'll see where they're there. Well, all of a sudden they'll just smash all the way. I mean, and the airplane you'll see kind of. Sometimes I do that on approach to make sure it won't do that. Okay, brakes look good. Engine cleared. Okay. And VNAV. RNAV. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, you got to turn these on, dummy. I thought I did that. Now they'll come on. Okay, maybe. And give me some range. taxiing away. Hamburg traffic, Clipper 199, taxi to 23. By the way, that's our runway right out there, folks. I'm gonna check something. Okay, they are in place. And while we're moving, okay. I'll show you the little tip up there when we get over to Amsterdam. Let's go ahead, start, at least get a timer going. Hey, the sun's coming out. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I know. You know. I need to stop singing. I know. Alright, we'll just head on down here to the hold point, finish it all up, and get ourselves going. But again, welcome aboard. Hope you all enjoy. Thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. Would have loved to have been. Man, I was looking forward to being online to Amsterdam earlier, but doggone it, power outage. All right, here we go. All right, auto throttle on. All right, so one more time. Engine starts, continues.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
It's delayed. Never had it that late. Oh well. Okay, Tara, and no warnings. Here we go. Hamburg Tower. Clipper 199, ready to go. Runway 23. Roger, clear for takeoff 23. Clipper 199. Flaps 5, brakes are set. Here we go. Again, takeoff speeds 144, 48, 54. Hut, 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 hut. Go, folks. Throttle them up to 60. Auto throttles on Toga. knots. All right, with 400. Here we go. We'll let the autopilot fly us out. We got a thunderstorm ahead of us. All right. Roger, over to Bremen. Bremen radar, Clipper 199, airborne through 2000 for flight level 280. Roger, continue climb. Okay, flaps are up. Brakes off, set, and we are turning on course. Folks, welcome aboard. Hope you all enjoy and look forward to the landing in Amsterdam. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is much appreciative. Okay, there's 5,000. We're coming up on, oh, I meant to change that. All right. 7,000 is actually our transition level per the ATIS from Hamburg on Vatsen. We'll just go with that. So we'll go another 1,000. I take that back. It was 5,000. All right, so we've set standard. All you got to do is push the button, folks. Now, when we get closer to Amsterdam, I'll pull up theirs also, see what they're doing. Still can't believe their winds are 330 at 14. That is 90-degree cross at 14 knots, and it's variable between 310 and there's where they're getting it. They're hoping when you go it's actually at 010. Oh my, but you know, they're not the only one that does this, folks. Frankfurt, oh gosh, when was that? They were running 18 off of 030 at 15. I'm like, oh my gosh, not only a tailwind, but a heavy cross. But if your aircraft can't handle it, you shouldn't even be running it technically. But, you know, in Europe, might as well do as Europeans do. And holy mackerel, luckily and thankfully they haven't had major crashes out here. Well, that they haven't let the media in on. Some places can get away with a lot. So, all right, there's 10,000. But yeah, it's amazing, folks, and that's part of the fun over here, believe it or not, is such differences in the way we do things. The big one is the transition level. Every country it's different, and sometimes you're going to come across the transition levels being different in different cities in that country. And basically what the transition level was meant to be, we all take off on whatever the local airport altimeter setting is. So we're all flying. Now, let's say you took off, I took off from Hamburg. You take off from Hanover. I think Dusseldorf is in the area too. And someone takes off from there, and someone takes off from. All of those could be off by a couple of inches or millibars, and your altitude is actually 9,900. Mine could be 9,700. Technically, we'll fit. We shouldn't be in the same airspace. But when you cross the transition level, everyone goes to the same altimeter setting. So, what says 200 feet above or below in front of me is the same to the other airplane. So that's where that all... and if I've got it totally botched up, folks, DM me, direct message me here in chat, and correct me, fix me, because I'll be honest, I've never had to deal with it. Just never had to. Hang on, I'm just going through all my emails. They're finally coming through. Love power outages. Love to hate them. There we go. Now I've got my chat room in front of me, so hopefully I won't miss anything. But yeah, to me, that's what I thought the goal was all about with transition levels. But folks, please, I am infallible. I was a private pilot. I didn't get to 18,000 feet. I got to 12,000 feet one time and found out that truly is the service ceiling of the airplane, because it went down. And then recovered, and we never again strayed above. I don't think I ever did stray above 10,000 after that. Young, dumb, stupid kid. All right, folks, we're on our way. I'm going to go ahead, and since we're on such a short flight, I'm going to kick the seatbelt sign off and the wing lights and let these people get up and do their thing. And I will be right back. All right, sorry about that, folks. All right, we're at our cruise altitude for just a very short time. Top of descent is lurking. So I'm going to first come over here. I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to 7. And it's wet, wind. Now reported 010. Wow, see, now I can see that. And 10:05. Okay. Let's go 3. Speed brake growth and landing weight. It's a lot easier to just pull it up here. 125.1. What I mean by pull it up here from SimBrief. Okay, got the triangle. Looking at about halfway down the 10,000 foot runway, I think it is. 11,300 foot runway. VREF is 143, so -5, 138-ish is going to be our landing speed. Okay. All right, let's get in here and get this going. Basically what I needed to get done, folks, was with the power outage, our alarm system, we got to do some things to get it back in whack so it's doing what it's supposed to do. And it takes a couple seconds. All right, couple of things we got to do here. Descend. Okay, so first off, our first altitude on the Eel 1 Bravo is below 26 but above 7, so I am going to set 7,000. All right, we'll get to how to get it descending in a moment. Let's get here, zoomed in. Here's where we're finally in a place where we can do this. Now, take this to your descent page. Now, if you have the version where you just have VNAV, click VNAV, next page. Should put you on the descent page. Now, this is one way to descend the aircraft right here. However, let's go here first. Transition level. Okay, according to the VATSIM ATIS out there, unfortunately I can't get the real world, is 4,500. 045. I think's how you put that in there. Yep. Execute. So it's 045, cabin rate 500. Let's go ahead, request our descent winds. No data. Okay. All right, now we're back to the descent page. We can do the descent from there, or click altitude intervene, or INTV. You may see that in your checklists. This works for both aircraft, folks. So both sims. So it's a very very good tip to keep in the back of your mind. We are now 3 miles top of descent. I am going to do it here. And of of course, we have to click execute. No, we don't. Oh, it went right into it. I thought we had to click execute. That or we were close enough and it took it. But anyway, we're starting our descent. Get over here. I didn't do level off.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on if you happen to be up and about.
Seatbelt sign is
On
on.
behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you.
All right, that was kind of... All right, so we didn't get... Well, we're just about... And, no, we're going... Let me take a look at this route. All right, November. Okay, we're started our descents. We're in constraint. We'll get the seatbelts on no further than 15,000. We've already kicked them on. And then landing lights at 10,000. Hope you all enjoyed flight 1. Hopefully today I will do this right. I didn't do this right yesterday. I started to upload the video and I went, why is there a 5.5 hour video? And I went, oh, I forgot to turn it off, record. Oh well. My whole goal yesterday was 2 separate videos, just like we've been trying to do on these multiple flights. Make it easier on your eyes. I get it. I still don't want to start the editing, because if there's any chat, I want you to be able to, you know, some people look and maybe they'll hear their answer. So that's the way I kind of feel about that. So, but again, we're about to have ads start up again, folks. I have increased the amount of advertising per hour on the channel to help us raise a little extra money to be able to get what is needed hardware-wise for this YouTube dual streaming, or just the moving OBS to my laptop, running it from there, running the flight sim there, and everything play nice on the stream. Hopefully I can figure this out. Hopefully it can really be done. I'm pretty sure it can. But it is September, folks, so take advantage of these deals. We had a blockbuster flight yesterday. Flat out loved it. Was awesome. Thank you so much for the subs, the follows. We had a follow during the power outage where we couldn't acknowledge. CVW_20 followed. Thank you so much. Folks, we appreciate each and every sub, resub, or even follow. Thank you so much for taking the time in your days, your busy days, to relax with us. Now, our biggest goal here is to get you into the flight sim as well and flying. And I know you're going, well, that's counterintuitive. Not really. Because, you know what I have found, this is me, not you or anyone else out there. Me, getting in the cockpit is just like back in the 80s when I got into the real cockpit, got my private, flying around. The stress that I may have had that day just kind of melted. And I relaxed. I had so much fun flying back in the day. I am a little bummed, and I kind of pointed this out. Hopefully it wasn't taken on people the wrong way, but when I sat down, when I started flying the sim back in 1999, 2000 time frame, I was driving a truck, 18-wheeler at the time, and when I came home is when I would, do a flight, and then, of course, spend the rest of the time with the family that I hadn't seen for upwards to a week, maybe with other companies 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. But from then till now, I kind of assessed the amount of money, folks. I could be recurrent, maybe well on my way to an instrument ticket, or both instrument commercial, had I just put it there and instead of in hardware for every Microsoft update. New aircraft, because you always had to spend the money on to get the new version for the new sim. That just still irritates me, but it's still the same as when I flew way back when I sit down, get in front of this airplane, the world kind of disappears to me, and I can breathe. And that's, to me, what the sim does for me. Other people, I know it's a headache. So, but for me, I just sit and relax and enjoy. Some relax and enjoy down where I used to fly, under 10,000 feet. This was my dream as a child, flying personally a 747. But you know what? Flying whatever would have just been fine and dandy. So, welcome aboard, folks, and thank you again for your generosity, and any generosity that comes down the road, know it ahead of time. I am so grateful, so thankful for each and every one of you. So, thank you so much. All right, we're getting down to where we need to get things lined up. ILS 427. Let's get that frequency put in. That is 11155. You all thought I forgot. Ha 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 ha. Not with that weather report, I sure didn't. 11155. Punch it up. And since the weather is on the not so great list, 11155. Click. We'll put it down for now. Schiphol 1084. Let's do this. 1084. Okay. Now, let's get up here and set our headings in. 266. All right, we're set up, folks. Now, we are going to go direct after ARTUP to the final approach course, just so you know. So what I am going to do, we're on 222, going to heading select, lights on, seatbelts are on. I'm going to dial this down one. I guess I need to keep it up. I'm going to aim for right about here and head for the localizer. They want us at 2,000 feet. That's where we'll be. Okay, speed brakes. Let's put it down to 2,000. Okay, 11155 is set. All right, here we go, folks. Now, I know I didn't show you this approach and why I just really didn't want to fly full procedures. I have no idea what runway 6 would have been like. Hawker, welcome aboard. Man, talk about spamming with the emotes. And Hawker has a guess in there. I'm going to go ahead and put one in too while we're descending. Welcome aboard, sir. Minus 120. Welcome in, Hawker. Hope you have a great weekend in store for you all there at the Hawker Nest. At the Hawk Nest. Okay, we got VOR lock set. Hyping us up. Hype it, hype it, hype it. Okay, here we go. We're getting in there. I'm going to actually go ahead and stop us about 4,000.
1,000 to go.
Go to approach. $1,005. All right, folks, there we go. We are now lined up, ready for whatever. Distance right now, 17 miles. All right, hope y'all are ready. And Schiphol Tower Clipper 199 with you. Approximately 15 miles out on the ILS 27. Roger, cleared land 27, Clipper 199. Actually, how busy is it there right now? Oh, it's busy. Wow. Kind of glad we didn't go online. Like I said, I'd have been knocked from BATSIM I don't know how many times. Probably they said letting that Hawker 125 character in is enough to get you knocked. Hope you had a great day there, Hawker. Feel the love, I know. Feel the love. Let's go flaps 10. Spoilers are armed. Always like to look out there, folks. I did that once and the spoilers were actually already up. I'd went too far. All right, and slowing to 160. Okay. 139, okay. Last minute weather here, FATSIM, doesn't say how old. METAR 8 minutes ago, 330 again at 14. 4,500 feet, we should be out of the clouds. All right, well, we're not. We're in those 2,000. How about the landing gear? All right. Guess what? We're going to go ahead, arm this up for dual. I'm getting one of those feelings again. I am really getting a feeling I'm not liking
2,500.
Looks like I'm hand flying. Got the runway taking over throttles. Well, good practice. And Schiphol Tower, we are 4 mile final, Clipper 199, runway in sight. Understood, cleared to land. Laps 30, brake set, speed brake set, gears down, 3 green.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
It's just kicking pretty good there off the right-hand side.
Approaching minimums. 400 minimum.
Man, that wind makes it really rough.
300.
Think rate.
200.
Think rate.
100.
Okay, we'll be long on this one.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I think Hawker won on that one unless it
80 knots.
All right, well, we'll go up here and get our bearings. All right, let's figure this out. I think we'll just park in there. Wee tad of a hard landing, folks. All right, folks, we'll look at it here in a minute. Let me get in here, kill the taxi lights. Wing lights. And we're in. Sorry, boss. I know the mechanic's got to do a hard landing check on it. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing shut down. 4 set on the trim, APU's running. Any ice off. Trim, landing lights, okay, all set, and weather radars and all are off, so the engine starters, easier to do it this way. And the first officer is napping. All right. For how long? We hope quite a while. So, all right. So we're in the blocks here, folks. All right. Now we're not going to be able to rewind. But what we'll do, first off, get these on menu, head up here. One little tip, folks, that works, go over here to heading status. Now, this is your heading. This is your codes. You guys that run SIVA, you're a little familiar with that. And then we're going to shut it off. Okay, we're unloading. Let me just make sure. Okay. Here is why, folks, we really didn't want to fly full procedures. Okay, so you come in from RTIP. Now what we did is kind of drop down here and came in this way to a very hard landing. But what you would have done is follow in here to Schiphol, do a procedure turn, head out to AM 260. Actually, you go into the hold. So you would still do the, wait a minute. You would have to teardrop this way and go to, I think, geez, this is where I didn't get far enough in instrument training to know. But anyway, you'll end up going up here to 260, 261, 262, back to Tidvo and come in. That's why I really didn't want to fly full procedures. It's a pain in the rump. But guess what? We're here. All right, time to find out how bad I did with the airline. All right, and the survey says log in. Ooh, they were worse. They were really worse. Oh, 752 feet a minute. So here we'll bring in Sim Toolkit and parse out the damage. First time Sim Toolkit was nice to us. Hey, we landed at the right speed, just kind of hard. Hey, by the way, Hawker, I did not catch that you cheered their 100 bits. Thank you, sir. I missed all of that in all the messages I got. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, so here we go, folks. Here's the route. Instead of that little loop-de-loop here in Amsterdam. 51-minute flight, 205 miles, 1,900 kilograms of fuel, 2 Gs. Yeah, I put the coffee in the Queen's lap, and 672 feet per minute at 139. Boy, that wind was rough. Somehow, some way, we're on the center line. And we weren't far off that landing zone. Wow. Somehow, some way, we just planted it. So, that part's good. We were only 2,000 feet down the runway. And the mechanic is doing a hard landing check. Oh, we're in where, well, maybe not. Who's this? I think that's still KLM. Well, we're in where KLM and the heavies park. Oh, well. I don't even know where they would have wanted us. But anyway, we came in here, and I think this is where we're parked in one of these stands here. So, folks, overall, the numbers look fairly decent beside the vertical speed divot we left in the runway. It is what it is. Can't change it. However, we're going to look outside real quick, see if we blew any tires. I don't think we did. No, we did not. All right, so there you have it, folks. Flight 1 completed. Not to what I would have liked personally, but you know, we'll have to just, okay, we suck it up. We did a horrible landing. So let's move on. Flight number 2 will be coming up here momentarily. And give me a second here. We'll reset everything here as we go out from Hamburg to Amsterdam. When we come back, Amsterdam to London Heathrow. Again, folks, thank you so much for flying. Most of what I'm going to be doing now is for our YouTube audience, because we're going to cut this video and then start another one so we can upload 2 tonight. All right, so thank you all for flying with us here on Flying with Mike. Thanks again for the bits from Hawker125. Thank you, CVW20, for the follow. And we'll see you, folks, on the next video. God bless you all. We'll see you then.